All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are listening to this program today. My name is George Chukwu. I want to welcome you to my eye-opening tips, a program that actually opens your eyes to a lot of things, the great things that are happening around the world. Today, we are going to be discussing African Union Sixth Region in Canada. Now, listen to this. The African Union is an Africa premier institution and principal organization for the promotion of accelerated socio-economic integration of the continent, which will lead to a greater unity and solidarity between African countries and the people. Now, listen, African Union Sixth Region is a network in Canada for the people of African descent who live outside of the African continent, which is known as the Sixth Region. Their mission is to mobilize, organize, empower the people of African descent in America and foster reconnection with the continent. So today I have with me Dr. Macaulay, Kalu, the CEO, the chairman, and the brain behind this great, incredible organization. Most of us, when we leave Africa, most of the time, we tend to forget what is happening politically, diplomatically, and even our people. The only thing we do is to send money. But this particular organization is reconnecting people of African descent from all around the world into the region of Africa to join the 5 regions, which is the North, South, East, West, and the Central. Now, this is the 6th region. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Dr. Macaulay Kalu to the program. Hello, Dr. Macaulay. How are you?
I am great. I'm doing amazing. It's George. It's really good to see you. It's been a while. Well,
It's been a
thanks for
while.
me. It's really, really pleased to be here today.
Awesome, awesome. I know you have been traveling around the world. Can you tell us a little bit of the countries that you have visited recently? Because you've been all over Africa and then you're just coming from Washington, D.C. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, in the recent times, been quite some traveling. Recently, I was in Nigeria just promoting our forthcoming program, I guess, that we'll be talking about that's happening this week. I met some leaders who, some of them are actually arriving today. We had some visitors who are already arriving from the continent this morning and all that. So I was there promoting the program, and then I had to travel to Cairo for the Intra-Africa Trade Fair that happened in Cairo that had over 100 and almost 20 countries in participation, and of course over 45,000 participants. So I was in Cairo, Egypt, and then I moved to Ghana for the reparation, the first reparation conference hosted by Ghana government in conjunction with the African Union, which is the first time that we're having such kind of conversation that's been going on about reparation. So, and then from there, I had to attend the regional diaspora conference in Uganda, which from there I had to travel to Washington in celebration of the 60th anniversary at our headquarters of the African Union in Washington, D.C. with the ambassador of AU to the Americas. From there, I just got back 2 days ago, here in Toronto, just in time for our celebration this week.
Okay. Can you just give us a little synopsis of what African Union stands for and why you started this organization? Because I know it's been going so great. Just a little synopsis of that before we go into the program that is happening, this weekend.
Well, the African Union started off from known as the OAU, the Organization of African Unity, which was established in May 25th, 1963. And in at the first assembly, it was about 32 member states from the continent of Africa. And interestingly, just to let people know that the formation of the OAU, now African Union, came about by diasporas, people like Kwame Nkrumah, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Julius Nyerere, and Joseph Kayende of Zambia, and of course, Emperor Haile Selassie. And most of them were diasporans who had gone to the UK and some of them to the United States and came back, having learned what was going on and decided that it was time to negotiate the freedom through the colonial system, and they came together, one voice, one people, as deciding to represent one Africa, and to that effect, the OAU then was born. And fast forward to 1999, they decided to have it as a one continental institution, not as an organization, but as an institution. And then they did the transition from OAU, the Organization of African Unity, to becoming the African Union, which was fully established from 1999 to 2021 to 2001. And now this year we're celebrating 60 years cumulatively of this whole process from 1963 to May 2023, which actually we did a flag raising ceremony at the Legislative Assembly in Ontario with members of the provincial parliament, as well as the three major political parties in Canada. The Speaker of the House was there, and so many other dignitaries around the world. We had people from Australia, Europe, the Americas, the Caribbean, the AU headquarters, a lot of delegation from ECOSOC and from the African Union Commission in Addis Ababa. So it was a big event, and now we are celebrating the 60th anniversary, which we just want to end the year with what will be happening this year. But the African Union is the governing body of the continent of Africa, made up of 55 member states. And the continent of Africa is known to be 5 regions: North, South, East, West, and Central Africa. And recently, in 2012, the 6th region was born, making the continent, just History 101, we are no more 5 regions, we have 6 regions.
6 regions, that's
including
right.
the African diaspora community.
That's right. That's very exciting. That is very exciting. Now, okay, so the purpose of this particular business summit that is coming on Thursday and then finally on Friday, can you tell us a little bit about that? And that business summit, who is going to be coming? Who are the dignitaries that will be there?
Well, it's quite exciting. When we were planning this whole process, the mayor of Brampton get to know about it. We were actually planning in the city of Toronto, but when the mayor gets grief about it, then he was like, "Well, I'm the best friend of the continent of Africa. I've been to Africa several times. I am connected with the Caribbean. I have an economic department that relates to the Caricom and the continent of Africa. And so his desire was to partner with us to host the 60th anniversary. So we really appreciate the mayor, Patrick Brown of Brampton, and his whole council. They're being very helpful and supportive in working with us in making this a great success. And so we are having on the 14th, which is Thursday, from 5 p.m., there's going to be a red carpet reception, 5 o'clock to around 7 o'clock. And then there will be a dinner process where we are going to give tribute to our forefathers that helped us in the establishment of the African Union, as well as a tribute to the Caricom community, and also some Pan-African fathers like Marcus Garvey and the like. So there are a lot of great stuff going to be happening on the 14th, which is Thursday, December 14th, from 5 o'clock all the way to 10 o'clock. And I can't wait to have our brothers and sisters come and join us. And let's get some dancing and get some history behind what Africa is about. And of course, on the 15th, which is a Friday, there will be Economic Summit. Now, this year, the theme for the African Union gave us as a celebration theme for the whole of the year is the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, the implementation. And so they want the diaspora to be engaged in what is happening, because the African Continental Free Trade Agreement is the biggest and the largest free trade area in the world. You can imagine, with over 50 member states, as part of this, or sign this agreement. So it's the biggest trade agreement, the free trade area. Of course, we're working on the whole modalities and the policy framework in making this a success. So we're very excited about talking about that, engaging the diaspora community. And so some of the dignitaries are becoming the African Union ambassador to the United States. who is giving a keynote speech, will be there. Of course, the mayor of Brampton and the deputy mayor and the councillors as well. A lot of them will be playing a role in that 2 days event. And also we have the Caricom representative, I think deputy head of Caricom, also will be bringing a message, will be there as well. We have the diplomatic corps, the Caricom and the African diplomatic corps that will be present. We have also African Bank, the African Import and Export Bank, who was also a key sponsor to this event. Also, they will be present. They have the regional head from Barbados. African Bank has the diaspora branch in Barbados, and so the head of the Caricom region will be present as well for African Bank. We also have a global affairs through the Trade Commission. They will be present as well. So it's a multicultural, diverse, inclusive, full, celebration of who we are. Remember that Africa is the home of all of us, is the birth of life, is the birth of civilization, is the mother of us all. And so we are all welcome. If you believe that you are living on this earth, you are part of Africa because Africa gave birth to you. And so it's a time to honor Mother Africa, respect Mother Africa, and make it to be what it's supposed to be. Honor your father and your mother. And so Mother Africa, we are here to honor Mother Africa and give it the respect that it deserves and the blessings that he's been blessing the whole world, because all the resources that the world deserves and needs, without Africa, we wouldn't be even having the telephone and the cell phones that we are using. The electric cars and all that came from Africa. And so we are here to say, Mother Africa, thank you for all the blessings and all the great things you've been giving to us.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Amazing information. And I believe that little kids, especially those that are born in diaspora here, they really, we're going to have to end up doing a program that will enlighten them about what you just said, the importance of being from Africa, the mother of civilization. And most of the things, like you said, the cars that we're driving, the telephones we are using, most of the minerals are coming from Africa. That's incredible. Dr. Kalu, it is such a pleasure having you here. I want you to personally invite people to this event. Please, I know you've done it before, but let's finally do that again on this segment. Just invite them to this event so that they can come and join you to celebrate this great milestone, especially the Business Summit, where we can now begin to think about sending agricultural products to Africa and teach them how to, harness the opportunities that the technology has given to us. Please, go ahead.
Well, once again, thank you for really granting this opportunity to welcome brothers and sisters around the world. Wherever you are listening to us, there's still opportunity and time for you to buy your ticket and join us, whether from the continent or from the Caribbean or from the Americas, even from Europe, anywhere in the world, you're welcome. You can go to our website, AU6R.org, au6r.org, or you go to Eventbrite and look for African Union 6 Region Global Eventbrite, and you will get a ticket. It's an open forum for everybody, especially like what you mentioned. Everybody's welcome to join us, especially the Economic Summit. It's open, but go and register because the seats are limited. And we welcome you to join us in conversation around what it means to do business in Africa. What is business culture and what is culture in business in Africa? And so these are key things that you'll be hearing about, and also more about the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, the implementation strategy, and how you can be part of that and benefit to all the opportunity that it brings, and also the relationship between the Caricom and the continent of Africa, especially with the city of Brampton, playing a middle role here in making sure there is opportunity to invest in Brampton as well, in the relationship between the continent, the Brampton, and the Caricom community. So you don't want to miss this. We welcome you. We'll call you to join us. And also, we're going to have a powerful DJ who will give us some Afro beats, and some nice food that we're going to enjoy. So you don't want to miss all that. So it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be wonderful. And I can't wait to see you. And
yes.
The time to talk about what Africa is bringing to the world. Africa is the next frontier, and you don't want to miss the moving train right now. You want to be part of that. So we welcome you to join us on the 14th and the 15th of December, in the evening and also in the day. It's amazing. Welcome, everybody.
Well, Once again, just want to thank you for being here with us on this eye-opening tips, and I'm quite sure that eyes are open and they are enlightened and they want to be there with you. So thank you so much, Dr. Kalu. See you on the program on Thursday and Friday. And you there, public, stay tuned. Those that are coming, come and join us. You're gonna have a fantastic time.
Yes, I heard that you are our host.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna
So
be hosting the
I
program,
can
so
I
join
can
me.
yes. So that would be great. So
Yes, yes.
I know what you do. So as a media personality, we look forward to a great job that you're about to give and give us fun that day. So welcome everybody. Come and join us and let's have fun together and celebrate
Yes,
Mama Africa's 60th anniversary. It's awesome.
yes,
It's not a small feat, and the Caribbean is also doing 50th anniversary. It's a hybrid celebration. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. So I welcome you and look forward to having each and every one of you, and let's celebrate Mama Africa.
yes. Thank you so very much. And viewers, stay tuned, log in, go ahead and buy your tickets right now. And thank you for watching. This is Eye Opening Tips with George Chukwu, aka Bluetooth George. We'll see you later.
Thank you.